Hi, my name is Satyajit Pattnaik and welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a long time. I have not uploaded any video. It's been almost 1 month, no videos. Sorry for that. There was some medical emergencies because of which I had to travel India and there were some regular checkups. But anyways, that's a separate story. Welcome back to my channel again, and this video is going to be an end-to-end data science project. Well, if you remember, a couple of days back, I had shared a poll with you. However, maximum votes were for end-to-end data analytics project. So don't worry, we will have a data analytics project, end-to-end data analytics project in the next week video. Today's video, we will be dedicating to data science. Now, before getting into the project, before getting into what exactly is this project all about, however, you might have already got some knowledge from the title, from the description itself, but let me explain you little bit more about what are the possibilities of end-to-end data science projects. People who are in the journey of data science, they must have already learned Python, statistics, SQL, all those things are very basics, right? Machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning, computer vision, and so on. Now, if I talk about end-to-end data science projects, there can be lots and lots of options. There could be a classification problem. There could be a regression problem. There could be something related to natural language processing, maybe a chatbot, maybe something else, maybe language translation, maybe image classification. So there are lots and lots of options when it comes to end-to-end projects. I have already made multiple end-to-end projects, and those are one of my best successful videos on this channel. In case you want to have a look at my other end-to-end videos, please have a look in the description. Now, what this video is all about? This is all about a new thing I have never done on my channel, at least. Something related to NLP. So in this video, we are going to learn about how to create our own chatbot. I'll not be using any sort of libraries like Chatterbot and all those things. I will create my own chatbot from scratch. I will create my own training data. I will create my own chatbot, and then once my chatbot is done, of course, I will explain you each and every code so that you can understand, implement it for yourself, for your projects, for your college projects, for your resume, whatever you want to. And lastly, we will also create a Flask app where we will visualize the bot and we will try to interact with it. Now, trust me, if you have zero knowledge on chatbot, I will make this video in such a way you can easily grasp all the knowledge related to basic knowledge of what's being done in the project. Okay, so even if you are very new to machine learning or NLP, you can still watch out this entire video and learn a lot of things. Now, one question before getting into the actual project work, actual coding part, is that this is not the final version of the chatbot, but this is good enough to be called as an end-to-end chatbot, end-to-end project. We will kind of create this project, we will have an interaction, we will create our bot, interact with it, but there are a lot of advanced things that can be integrated with this. I will also talk about those possibilities in this video. Watch out this video till the end. In case you have any specific requirement on any specific topics like predictive analytics or any kind of topic, let me know in the comment section below, and see you in the video. In today's digital age, chatbots have become an increasingly popular tool for businesses looking to elevate their customer experience. But what exactly is a chatbot? Simply put, a chatbot is a computer program designed to simulate conversation with human users. Chatbots can interact with users via text or voice, and they can be programmed to respond to a wide range of queries, from basic questions to complex inquiries. Chatbots are quickly gaining popularity in a variety of industries, from healthcare to e-commerce to banking and finance. And they are even being used by governments to improve citizen services. But why are chatbots so important and how they can be beneficial for your business or organization? In this video, we will explore the world of chatbots and how they are being used today. With the introduction of ChatGPT, chatbots have become more and more famous. Of course, in this video, we are not going to use any ChatGPT APIs, but going forward, we also have something in the scope that I will explain at the end of the video. So sit back and relax and let's jump into the project straight away. So let's get started with the chatbot. Now to begin with, I have created a Python notebook where we will be implementing the cosine similarity concept. That is the main topic of this particular video, because we are creating a chatbot that will be able to answer based on a list of questions. But I'm not finding an exact match, rather I will be doing a cosine similarity. So many traditional chatbots are built in such a way where you feed in a list of questions and a list of answers. And then when the user asks something, then there is an intent matching from the question being asked from the list of questions that you have created to train to your chatbot. In this particular project, we are going to use cosine similarity concept. That means, from a layman's term, imagine we are going to create a list of document. We'll create a document that will consist of lists of questions and answers. Now, for example, we are going to create a data analytics related chatbot, a chatbot which will be able to answer questions related to data analytics only. Let's say we will create a document having all the questions related to data analytics. That could be, what is data analytics? What is the career path of data analytics? Is machine learning important for data analytics? And so on. So creating this corpus takes a lot of time. However, we have created a demo file, a demo Excel sheet where we have list of questions and answers. Slowly, I will also tell you ways how you can automate this process on increasing the corpus from the user input. That is the next topic. But for now, imagine we will be creating a document and we will be creating a chatbot. What it does when a user, let's say a user asks a question. Let's say the question is, what is data analytics? Now let's say there is a similar question here. What is data analytics? Then what happens here is, this question, first of all, will extract the tokens. There are concepts where you can remove stopwords or where you can include your stopwords. I hope everybody is clear on stopwords. In case you are not clear, please let me know in the comment section so that I can quickly create a separate video talking about the basic concepts behind NLP. So these are all your different tokens and these are all your stopwords. If you remove stopwords, then you will be left out with data and analytics. Same here. If you remove stopwords, you are left out with data and analytics. Now let's say these two token comes and there is a cosine similarity match. Cosine similarity is one of the very common statistical concepts. In NLP, cosine similarity is a metric used to measure how similar the documents are irrespective of their size. So basically you are converting your tokens into vectors and then you are doing a cosine similarity match. The higher the match, the better cosine, in other words, the higher the cosine similarity, the better the match will be. In this case, there could be a cosine similarity of 1. Let's say you have a question like role of machine learning in data analytics. Let's say this is the question. Now here the user asks, is machine learning important? Now in this case, again same concept, we will be taking this and we will be taking this. So basically what will happen is, when a user will ask a question, the user input will be going through all these questions. For each and every question there will be a cosine similarity score, let's say 0.3, 0.7, 0.005 and so on. Let's say this is having 0.7, that means this is the most matched question, and it will get its corresponding answers and give it to the users. But how this 0.7 comes? This is based on the cosine similarity concept. Role of machine learning in data analytics will be converted into a vector. This will be converted into a vector. There will be a cosine similarity match. In case cosine similarity is new to you, or you want to know more about cosine similarity, the mathematics behind it, let me know in the comment section as well. And as I told you, I will quickly create a quick video or maybe a shorts video so that you can go through them to understand that. I hope the concepts are clear. We are going to use a Q&A to get answers, and then our chatbot will be trained on that. Is this considered as an end-to-end project? Definitely yes, but you can do a lot more things from this project. As I told you, this is a first video. I can also extend this video and include some concepts like large language models and GPT concepts and all those things to make it even more complex. But let's first go through this end-to-end project, learn something. Once we practice and learn, if there are good amount of comments in the video that we need the next version of this, I will 100% create another video, right? So moving ahead to this part where I have my test.csv. If you want to have a look at it, this is how it looks like. I have created some random questions, 4 to 5 questions. What is data analytics? What are the main methods used in data analytics? And so on, right? So what we will do is we will import pandas, create a data frame. I'm getting the questions list and the answers list. These are nothing but the questions and answers column from the data frame. I'm importing NLTK and NumPy and sklearn to use some TF-IDF vectorizer concept, and I will be using cosine similarity. Again, TF-IDF is something called as term frequency, inter-document frequency. In case this topic is again new to you, let me know in the comments. And then I'm downloading this corpus, Punk corpus, wordnet and stopwords. In case you have to run it once, and then you can also change this code in such a way that if these corpuses are downloaded, then you don't have to download it again and again. You can change the code, nothing wrong in that. So you just have to put a try catch block. So if the download is already there, or if this package is already present, then don't go for a download, else go for a download. That's it. So here I'm creating a pre-process function which is calling the lemmatizer and then calling the pointer stemmer, and you can see I'm doing some tokenizing here. I'm calling the word tokenize from the NLTK library, getting all the tokens, right? So this code is simply getting all the tokens. Pre-process is without the stopwords, that means it is removing the stopwords, and with stopwords is pre-process with stopwords. So these are the two functions I have created. Okay, I'm not using this function because I want with stopwords. Now if I use without stopwords, what is the problem? See, the problem is very simple. Let's say one of my questions that is available in my list is what is data analytics, right? And the question being asked by the user is, let's say, who is data analytics? Now, of course, here the answer should be data analytics is a field of study, blah, 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 blah. Here the answer logically should be data analytics is not a person, rather it's a field of study, blah, 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 right? But in this case, what will happen? Who is data analytics? This question is not present in my list. I have hundreds of questions, but this question is not present. So if I remove the stop words, this will become data analytics. This will become data analytics. There will be 100% match. So the cosine similarity value will be 1 and it will get exactly the same answer of this and throw it here, which I don't want. Right? So that's why I have taken the stop words as well. So here I'm vectorizing it. I'm calling the TF-IDA vectorizer and calling the fit transform function. So here I have created get response. Little bit complex code, but if you look at it very closely, you will be able to understand. Right? So here I have taken the processed text, which is calling the preprocess of text. So I should rather use preprocess with stop words. Okay. Vectorized text similarities. It is calling the cosine similarity of the vectorized text along with my x value. And then it is getting the maximum similarity using the numpy.max of similarities. If max similarity is greater than 0.6, then it is getting the exact answer. Else it is going to print I can't answer this question. Now let's say we will be asking who is MS Dhoni. You can go through this code. Again, if you have any doubts in the code, please let me know in the comment section below. Who is MS Dhoni? If I run this, you can see the processed text is who is MS Dhoni. Similarities 00000. So there is no similarity, so I can't answer this question. I will do the same with a new question. Let's say, what is data analytics? Now here, the processed text is what is data analytic, and you can see there is a match. Maximum similarity is 1. The maximum similarity question is what is data analytics, and the answer is here. Data analytics is the process of examining raw data. So this is the exact answer that we had trained. It is the process of examining raw data. Now I will ask this question. What is the role of machine learning in data analytics? But I will try to change it a little bit. What is machine learning? Let's see. What is machine learning? There is a match and the similarity value is also greater than 0.6. So it has picked this question and the answer is machine learning plays a crucial role. Something like this. Now, what can be done? What more can be done? Of course, this piece of code is working fine right now. We can definitely use the same concept and create a Flask application and our chatbot is ready. But to create a legitimate product, to create a legitimate application, logically you should also think a lot of things. Now, for example, here, it's very difficult to create the training data, right? Create the list of questions. So what else can be done? Let's say there is a new question where there is no match. So what we can do is, if I have to take this project to a real-time project in my company, so what I will do is, I will take this list of questions and I will put it in a database. I'll put it in a table having questions and answers and some primary key, question ID or combination ID or something like that. I have created my chatbot. When the user asks a question, if there is a match, of course, it will get it from here and it will give the response to the user. Okay. Imagine if the user asks a question, but the cosine similarity is less than 0.6. In this case, it will answer, I can't answer this question, right? But it is always a good idea to store the question in the table. So in this case, what will happen? if my original data was like 100 records, by the time your chatbot is publicly available to multiple users, your table will be populated with lot of new entries, which are the questions of the users your chatbot was not able to answer. Now, of course, this will not have any answers, but your team can prepare the answers with due course of time. And that's how this can be considered as an end-to-end project. What else can be done? What else can be done? Now, the second thing that can be done, there are multiple things that can be done. The second thing that can be done is just a concept that I will explain, but in this video, I'm not going to use that concept. I will use that concept in a futuristic video. Again, if I get more likes, views and comments, I will create another video based on this concept. Now, another concept is, let's say I have a list of question and answers. I have created a chatbot. User asks something. Okay, let's say the question is present. Of course, it will get answer and it will respond. Let's say the question is not present or there is no match. Instead of giving an answer like I can't answer, what if we call to our ChatGPT API Of course, ChatGPT API will give an answer and we will give an answer and we will also store this Q&A in the list or in the database or in the table. Possible? This is a more feasible solution. In this case, you don't have to worry about how many questions are available initially, right? If there is a question like what is the difference between data analytics and business analytics? Now this question is not present here, but still it will be able to get an answer by calling the ChatGPT OpenAPI, right? So this is also another extension of this chatbot, and we have already created this as part of a separate project. I have already created this. If I get a good, as I told you, if I get good views, good likes and good comments in this video, I'll definitely create another video based on ChatGPT. So moving ahead from a Python based code to Flask App. We have already created the Flask App. So I will go through the codes and I will explain you how the Flask App has been created. So here what's happening? We have defined a chatbot taking the input, calling the QA system, which is the DB call QA system, and then passing the file, getting the response, right? And then the QA response, I can't answer this question. Okay. And here what's happening is df.toCSV. If you have created a CSV file called as bang.csv or anything.csv or test2.csv, it will basically append your new question to this particular CSV file. Okay. db underscore call has the main thing, which we already have shown you here. Same piece of code, no changes. Okay. So we have the pre-process with stopwords, all those things, and then all these things. Okay. Here we have defined a similarity of 0.8. It's up to you if you want to have 0.7, 0.8, whatever it is. Done. This piece of code is done, right? So let's go ahead and run our Flask application. So in order to run your Flask application, just open your command prompt, go to the file and then run python app.py. So our application is ready. And this is how the application looks like. We have the data analytics chatbot, powered by Zep Analytics. So I have basically commented this part where, so this part was doing something like if the question is not a part of the existing list, we were able to add it into another data set, which is bank.csv, right? So I'm just commenting it. If you need it, you can uncomment and try it out. So if you go ahead here, let's try to run what is data analytics. So if I go back to the code, most of the things are done. We are using a similarity check of 0.6 with stopwords. Yeah, everything is fine. So you can see what is data analytics you are able to get. Okay. Role of machine learning. You can see role of machine learning also it is able to get. Who is MS Dhoni? Of course, it will not be able to answer. Now look at one thing. What if I do a small mistake here? ANLYTICS. Oh, it's still answering. Good. Okay, it's still answering. It's still answering because of this keyword data. I think there is a match. But in case you have some spelling mistakes in your input data, let's say sometimes user might not be able to ask grammatically correct, right? There might be grammatical issues as well. If you find some grammatical issues, you want to handle it in code, definitely you can handle it in this part, where when whatever message you are getting, you just have to handle it here. Okay, handle the grammar correction. I'll give you an idea on how grammar correction can be handled. There is a Python library called as Gingerity. So Gingerity helps you to correct the spelling mistakes. Okay, the smelt of flowers bring back memories, and you can see the answer will be, let's try it out. In my case, Gingerity is already installed. In case you want to install it, pip install Gingerity. That's it. And you can see the result is the smell of flowers bring back memories. Let's say we are passing what is data analytics. You can see it is getting the result. What is data analytics? So simply what we can do is this remains the same, text remains the same, parser remains the same, dot parse text, correct, and then we can only use we can just make it corrected text, and then we use corrected text of result. Good work. Yeah, so let's try to change it in the code. So these are the things that you can do. So instead of text, I will just remove it. Instead of text, I will pass message. Okay, I will pass message here, and corrected text I will pass it here. Done. Okay, I'll just add a square bracket. Done. And take this and add it in the top. That's it. Your grammar correction is done. So you can test it out. So that's all about this particular end-to-end project on our chatbot. In case you love it, please like, share and subscribe the channel, and leave something in the comment section below. It's a very basic project, I would say, but we are creating it from scratch, right? So there are a lot of things that you will learn. And of course, as I told you, we will have a second version of it, including the ChatGPT APIs. We can also make it even complex, more complex and more complex. In case you have anything in your head, you want to implement it in the chatbot, you are not able to do it, let me know in the chat box, in the comment section, and I will get back to you. So that's all about this video on end-to-end data science project. I hope you gained something out of it. In case you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel and leave a comment, because those kind of things helps the channel grow. That's all about this particular video. In the next video, as committed, we will come up with an end-to-end data analytics project. See you next week.